Hey, good morning, all of you. How are you all? Welcome back to your social studies virtual classroom. Today, in this video lesson, we are going to start our geography chapter number 5, major domains of the earth. This is a very interesting chapter, so please listen to it very carefully. But before starting, let me once again remind you to please like and subscribe to my channel also, and you can share this video also with your friends. So let's start. Geography chapter number 5, major domains of the earth. In this chapter we are going to understand the four major domains that are present on our planet earth. As we all know that our earth is the only planet which has life because of the presence of three main elements, that is land, air and water. Human beings can live here. So these three elements form the four major domains of the earth: lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Now what is lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere domain. It comprises of the rocks of the earth crust and a thin layer of soil. It is further divided into two parts. The larger land masses are called as the continents, and the larger water bodies that surround the continent are called oceans. Hydrosphere. The presence of water is a unique feature of our planet. It covers a larger part of the Earth's surface. Almost 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, and only 29% is covered with land. That is why Earth is also called a blue planet or a watery planet. And now it consists of water in many forms like oceans, rivers, ice glaciers, lake, underground water, water vapor. Atmosphere, the gaseous layer of the earth which surrounds the earth, is called the atmosphere. It is very important aspect of the life. It is a thin blanket which is surrounding the earth. It protects us from harmful UV rays, and it gives us air we breathe like oxygen. The narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and air together, where it contains all forms of life, is the biosphere domain. This domain is formed because of the existence of all the three domains like lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere. They all connect together, they all together are found in the biosphere domain. So these are the four main domains of the earth, that is the lithosphere, which is the landmass; hydrosphere, the water bodies present on the earth; atmosphere, the air we breathe, the air around the earth; and biosphere, where the life exists, which is life is possible due to these three domains: land, water and air. Now let us understand these domains in detail. In the lithosphere domain, which consists of all types of land masses, so the land mass that is present on the earth is basically all the continents. The 7 continents that are present on the earth make the lithosphere domain. Now let's discuss about these continents. So first one is Africa. It is the second largest continent present in the world. It is surrounded by Mediterranean Sea in the north, the Red Sea in the northeast, Indian Ocean in the east and Atlantic Ocean in the west. Africa almost touches Europe and Asia at the Strait of Gibraltar. Then there is Suez Canal and the Strait of Bab el Mandeb. So at these 3 points, it almost touches the Asia and Europe. Some special physical features like the Great Rift Valley, then Nile, which is the most important river, flows in Africa. Main deserts like Sahara, Kalahari, Namib, they are also located in Africa. Congo Basin, which is an important low-lying area, is located in Africa. Now, Asia, it is the largest continent in the world, both in terms of population and in area also. It is mostly lies, major part of it lies in the northern hemisphere only. It is surrounded by Pacific Ocean in the east, Arctic Ocean in the north, Indian Ocean in the south, and Ural Mountains in the west. The Bering Strait, which it separates Asia from North America, and we have seen the Suez Canal, which separates Asia from Africa. Asia is a land of high mountains, vast plateaus, extensive plains, many rivers flows through Asia. Mount Everest, which is the highest peak, Dead Sea, lowest part of the earth, both are found in Asia only. Then many islands are also found in Asia. Japan, which is located in east of Asia. Then in southeast of Asia, there is Philippines, Indonesia islands. Australia is the smallest continent in the world. It lies to the southeast of Asia. It is divided into 6 states, and Canberra is the capital of Australia. It also have many physical features like Great Barrier Reef. Then Antarctica, which is the fifth largest continent since it is located around the South Pole. So here the temperature is very cold, and it is throughout the year it is basically covered with ice. That is why this continent is also known as white continent. Europe is the sixth largest continent in the world. It looks like a peninsula. Europe and Asia together form Eurasia. It lies in the temperate zone. It is separated from Asia by Ural Mountains, the Caspian Sea, the Caucasus Mountains. Then the Strait of Gibraltar separates it from Africa also. It is the only continent which is both populous and prosperous. North America is the third largest continent. It lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. Canada and the USA together form Anglo America, and they cover about 75% of the total area of North America. They are so big. Then Caribbean islands, Gulf of Mexico, then West Indies, these all are present in the North America. Then Greenland, it is totally controlled by Denmark. Great lakes are found between Canada and USA. Then there is greatest North America has the greatest inland waterways in the world. South America is the fourth largest continent in the world. It is surrounded by Caribbean Sea in the north, Atlantic Ocean in the east, and Pacific Ocean in the west. In the north, the Isthmus of Panama joins it to North America. Then mainly three river systems, which are namely Orinoco, Amazon, La Plata drain. So these all three basic main river basins are found in South America only. So these all 7 continents together form the lithosphere domain. Now next domain, hydrosphere. So hydrosphere is the total amount of water that is found on the earth. So we all know that earth looks like a blue planet because 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water. That is why it is also called the watery planet or blue planet. The part of the earth which has water is called hydrosphere. About 97% water is in the oceans. So, there are 4 major oceans that are present in the world. First one is the Pacific Ocean, which is the largest and the deepest ocean. About three-fourths of the volcanoes are found in the Pacific Ocean only. The deepest point on the earth, that is the Mariana Trench, that is also found on the eastern side of Pacific Ocean. Then Atlantic Ocean, it is half the size of the Pacific Ocean. It is the busiest ocean. It is very famous for trade and traveling purposes. Some of the largest harbors are present in this ocean only. Then the Indian Ocean, it is the only ocean which is named after a country, India. This indicates the importance of India in international trade in ancient times. Then Arctic Ocean, it is found in the located near the North Pole over the Europe, Asia and North America. Arctic Ocean is very, the temperature there is very cold throughout the year. Icebergs are very common in the Arctic Ocean. The importance of oceans. Why are the oceans needed? Oceans are the main source of moisture in the atmosphere. They exercise direct control over atmospheric temperature. Oceans provide natural links between the continents, so it allows for transportation. Then it is habitat for many animals. Many fish and other marine life animals can be found in the oceans. Then they also provide many food items. Common salt is supplied by the ocean only. Then shortage of drinking water can be solved by treating this ocean water. They affect the weather and climate. They exercise direct control over the temperature. The coastal areas, it modifies the climate of the coastal areas also. They are also the storehouse of various minerals and chemicals. Oil wells are drilled in the water. Now, the next domain is the Earth's atmosphere. The air which surrounds the Earth is called the atmosphere. Atmosphere is very essential for the existence of life on the Earth. Without atmosphere, we cannot survive on the Earth. It will be a barren land. The atmosphere has life-giving oxygen, which is needed for the survival of human beings and animals. The atmosphere is made up of layers of colorless, odorless, and tasteless gases. It is a mixture of gases, water vapor, dust, particles, and smoke. It consists of pure and dry air, mainly consists of nitrogen, which is 78%, and oxygen, which is present in 21%. Then there are other gases which are also found in very small quantities like argon, carbon dioxide, neon, ozone, hydrogen, helium, etc. Then there is water vapor, dust particles, smoke. They are also present in the atmosphere. So all these elements comes under the composition or the formation of the atmosphere. Structure of the atmosphere. So the atmosphere can be divided into five layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and then above thermosphere it is exosphere. So troposphere is the most important layer for the living organisms. The troposphere is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. It is closest to the surface of the earth. It is the layer in which we live. Then it contains almost 90% of the total layer of the atmosphere. Water vapor, dust particles are also found in this layer. Then it is the home of clouds also, lightning and weather. All the weather phenomena occur in this layer only. Then with this, temperature in this layer decreases with the increase in height. So higher altitudes, colder temperature. Temperature keeps on decreasing when we are moving above in the height. Now the importance of the atmosphere. So atmosphere, it provides the necessary gases which is needed for living organisms to survive. Then it regulates the heat from the sun to just the right temperature. It prevents the sun radiation from reaching the surface of the earth. It plays an important role in the water cycle also. Then the ozone layer which is surrounding the earth, it protects the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. It prevents the extremes of temperature during the daytime and night time. Then it protects the earth from small meteors. It acts as a greenhouse by keeping the earth's surface warm at night. The movement of air helps in the condensation of moisture and precipitation. Sound waves are transmitted due to the presence of air. So this is the importance of atmosphere. Now the fourth domain, that is the biosphere. So where lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere meet and interact, that is called the biosphere domain. Every living species that is present on the earth, like plant, animal, human beings, microbes, small microorganisms, they are also the part of the biosphere only. These all elements are dependent upon each other. Human beings are an essential part of the biosphere, but the recent increase in the world population, the recent increase in the needs of the people, development of new techniques for increasing food production. So, to achieve all this, human beings often disturb the natural balance between different elements of the biosphere. For example, they started cutting trees, deforestation, then cutting down of forest to provide land, that is called deforestation. Then population growth leads to industrialization, which leads to illegal dumping of waste into oceans and water bodies, large scale burning of fossil fuels, large scale mining of minerals. So these all have had a negative impact on the biosphere. All these activities of human beings have led to pollution of air, water and land. This pollution is a human made disturbance which nature cannot stop or nor nature can rectify. So it is the duty of the humans to stop it and rectify it. So it is our duty to check this increasing pollution in order to maintain the delicate balance of the nature. We should plant more trees because to maintain this balance, it is essential. This balance is essential for our growth and survival only. So this is it with this chapter. So what we have discussed the four major domains, that is the lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere of the earth. Now students, this is the home task for you. You have to do these questions in your fair notebook, and if you have any query you can write in the comment box, but do mention your name and section, or you can ask in the upcoming WebEx classes. Thank you for watching students. Take good care of yourselves.